Shalom, brothers and sisters, and once again, this is Shabar Judah Israel, bringing you another edition concerning Solid Foundation Israelite Academy. That's S.F.I.A, Solid Foundation Israelite Academy, 2017. And before we get into this lesson, we're going to give all the glory, the honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, who the world knows as God and Jesus Christ. We also want to give salutations to the brothers, the Akim that's preaching and teaching the truth in sincerity, prophesying week in and week out, in season and out of season, prophesying the downfall of America, edifying the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, which are the Israelites, according to heritage and bloodlines. And last but not least, brothers and sisters, we want to give all double honors to the elders, the apostles, that have paved the way for you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, who are the Israelites. And on today's lesson, or should I say tonight's lesson, because it's like about 10:06 p.m., April 6, 2017. On tonight's lesson, I want to talk about spiritual Israelites, the spiritual Israelite doctrine. The spiritual Israelite doctrine. Brothers and sisters, you will see images and inscriptions such as this right here, which says spiritual Israel. But I'm here to let you know tonight that there's no such thing as a spiritual Israelite. There's no such thing as a spiritual Israelite. And the reason why I say that is because we're dealing with the name Israel. We're dealing with the name Israel. And there's no such thing as a spiritual Israelite. Prime example, if there's a such thing as spiritual Israelites, then basically, who are the physical Israelites? Because lots of people say today that they are spiritual Israelites. Well, who are the physical Israelites? Because for them to say that or make such statement as spiritual Israel lets me know that they may be assuming that the original Israelites is no longer around. For someone to say that we're spiritual Israel to mean that something happened to the physical Israel. Contemporary churches today, they basically say that something happened to physical Israel, and the physical Israelites are no longer around. But we're going to show you that's a lie according to this lesson, that the physical Israelites are around. That's the reason why they say spiritual Israel, because they want to claim that the physical Israelites is not around. But let me give you a verse, brothers and sisters. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 16. And it reads, "There is no end of all the people, even of all that have been before them. They also that come after shall not rejoice in him. Surely this also is vanity and vexation of spirit." So Ecclesiastes 4 and 16 clearly tells you that there is no end of all the people. So there's no end of all the people. The Most High created 18 nations in the earth, and there is no end of all the people. Now let me show you the table of nations, brothers and sisters. These are the table of nations. Number 1, the Israelites, which are the modern day blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the people of Negroid and Indian descent. Number 1, Yasha Allah, he, Prince Paul, which is Israel. Within the nation of Israel, there are 12 tribes. Now let's pull up the 12 tribes, brothers and sisters. The 12 tribes are Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, and Issachar. Those are the 12 tribes of Israel. And the people that makes up those 12 tribes today is the people of Negro and Indian descent. As you can see, the so-called African Americans, some may call us uh, Afro Americans or American Negroes, niggers. The so-called Afro Americans are niggers or Negroes. We are the Jews, the real Jews. Okay, according to heritage and bloodlines from the tribe of Judah, which is the fourth son of Jacob. Okay, and then you look at the so-called West Indians today, West Indian Negroes, which are the Jamaicans. They are the descendants of Benjamin, man. Benjamin being the baby boy out of all the 12 tribes. The West Indian Negroes or Jamaicans, some may say, are the Benjamites. When you look at Levi, the so-called modern-day Haitians today, they are from the tribe of Levi. Dominicans, from the Dominican Republic, they are from the tribe of Simeon. The Guatemalans to Panama, basically Central America, or some may call it Mesoamerica. They are from the tribe of Zebulon, going down. So-called Puerto Ricans or Puerto Rico, the Ephraimites, Cubans, Manasserites, so-called Native Americans, Gadites. Okay, out of the Native Americans, you have you have different tribes. They are from the tribe of Gad, man. And then you have Seminole Indians from the tribe of Reuben, Argentina to Chile from the tribe of Naphtali, Colombia to Uruguay. Okay, as you down at the southern part of Brazil are from the tribe of Asher, and the so-called Mexicans, man, also of Central America, are from the tribe of Issachar. So these 12 tribes of Israel makes up the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans today. You are the descendants of the ancient Israelites, and you are the chosen people, the chosen seed, whether you believe it or not. So these are the Israelites, and we have a problem today because many people in modern day church or these church systems want to claim that the physical Israelites are done away with. And now there is a spiritual Israel, but this is bullshit and it's not true. Okay? We're going to bring you some light to show you that this spiritual Israel thing is way off. And we're going to speak against this doctrine because it's not correct and it doesn't support the Bible. And we're going to show you that the literal Israelites are around even to this day. So when we go back into Ecclesiastes 4:16, there is no end of all the people, man. Brothers and sisters, if you can receive it, you should know now about regeneration, or what they may say reincarnation. After 3 or 4 generations, you come back on the earth. Okay, there is no end of all the peoples because we have 3 or 4 generations of people that just keep coming back on the earth, man. So there's no end of all the people, all right? So we must understand that all these table of nations that is listed here, these are 18 progenitors that created nationality of people. Okay, Jacob created the nation of Israel. Esau created the nation of Edom, the Edomites. Elam, okay, created the so-called Indians today. Asher, okay, created the Assyrians. Aram created the people of Syria. Okay, you have Ishmael, which created the Arabian people today. And just keep in mind from number 1 to number 6, those are Shemites, the descendants of Shem. And then from 7, you have Moab, which is the sons of Lot. Okay, Moab, which was Lot's son. Okay, created the Chinese nation today. All right. Ammon, which is Lot's son, created the Japanese people today. Okay, you can just add the Chinese and the Japanese. Those are Shemites too. Okay, brothers and sisters. Yeah, those are Shemites too. The Ethiopians. There was a man named Cush. He created the nation of Ethiopia, Mizraim. the Egyptians, created the North Africans, the Libyans. Canaan created the South Africans. Gomer, the Turkish, okay, Turgama, that the Bible speaks of, created those Turkish people. Magog, which the Bible Magog speaks of, created the Russians. Now, brothers and sisters, basically these are, let's say, from 9 to 12 are Africans, Hamites. Okay, from 1 to 8 are Shemitics. From 9 to 12 is Hamitic Africans, and from 13 down to 18 is Japhetic. So Ham, Shem, and Japhet. These nations came through Ham, Shem, and Japhet. All the nationality of people that you see in the earth today came from Noah's 3 sons, Ham, Shem, and Japhet. After the flood had destroyed the inhabitants thereof. After the flood, these 3 boys of Noah created all these nationality of people today in the earth. And these nationality of people, they are still around, including number one, the Israelites. Okay, so there's no such thing as spiritual Israel, because within the nation of Israel, there are 12 tribes. And if there's such thing as a spiritual Israelite, you can't even identify what tribe you come from. If you are a spiritual Israelite, how in the hell you're going to identify which tribe you come from? It doesn't make any sense, man. So we are out to speak against this spiritual Israelite deception, to let you know that the physical Israelites still exist and they are still around. The reason why the church came out with this spiritual Israelite deception, the spiritual Israelite doctrine, is because when you get acquainted with the Holy Bible, and when you know really what the Bible is talking about, the Bible only speaks of one specific nation, and that's the nation of Israel. The nation of Israel is, I believe, mentioned like 2,500 times in the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation. And the Bible was only written for these nation of people. The Bible was written by these nation of people. This Bible is for these nation of people. Okay, the Israelites. The Bible is an Israelite history book, and it tells you as an Israelite how to live, and things not to do, and errors not to make, and what you should do to receive the kingdom of heaven. This Bible is an Israelite book, or the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Latinos, and Native Americans. That's the history book of those people. If you're from 2 to 18, the Bible is not your book. You don't have a damn thing to do with the Bible if you're from 2 to 18. Your only dealings with the Bible, if you are listed in from 2 to 18, you are the enemies of Israel. And throughout the Bible, the Most High used these Gentile nations to afflict Israel on the behalf of their transgressions of breaking the law. He will use a nation from 2 to 18 to carry out judgment on the nation of Israel. Basically, from 2 to 18, those are the Most High's punishing tools that he uses towards, number one, the nation of Israel. Otherwise, from 2 to 18, they don't have a damn position in the Bible. And I'm going to show you this, brothers and sisters, dealing with this spiritual Israelite deception. Okay, because that's why they would say that we're spiritual Israel, because all nations, all nationality of people want to be a part of this Bible, man. The Bible is a good book. The Bible is a book of, history. Great history. There's no book like the Bible upon the face of the earth. And all nations have tried to mingle themselves in among the Bible, but you're going to find out the Bible was written for one classification of people, and those are the nation of Israel, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So there's no such thing as no damn spiritual Israelite. Let's go to Psalms 33. Psalm 33 and 12. This is one of my verses, my favorite verses. It says, "Blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord, Yahweh, and the people whom he hath chosen for his own inheritance." So the Most High, when it comes down to this Bible, he didn't just go throughout the earth and choose all nations of people as his special people. He chose a special people, which is the nation of Israel. Okay? The sons and daughters of Jacob. Okay? That's why it says in Psalm 33 and 12, "Blessed is the nation." Blessed is that nation. Blessed is the nation who God is the Lord, and the people who he hath chosen for his own inheritance. And those people that he chose was the Israelites, man. Okay? The Israelites. the 12 tribes, Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You are the people that the Most High chose according to Psalm 33 and 12. But today, since other nations feel left out the Bible because they have not been chosen. These nations from 2 to 18, they feel left out the Bible because God hasn't chosen them, or not. God did not make any covenant with those nation of people from 2 to 18. Since they feel left out, they have tried to integrate themselves among the nation of Israel and created this false ass doctrine that's better yet known as spiritual Israel. Okay, that's why it says out of all nations, or out of the nation of Israel. So they create this doctrine called spiritual Israelite to make all these other nations feel appeased, to make those nations feel comfortable, and make them think that they have some dealings with the Bible when they don't have a damn thing to do with the Bible. The Bible is for number one and by number one. And if you're not a Negro and an Indian in descent, then tough luck, because when the Most High and His Son Christ, Yahweh Shai, comes back, it's tough luck for 2 to 18 because they're going to serve slavery. So, of course, if I was a Gentile nation or a heathen nation, I would try to find some type of false-ass doctrine to tag along with the Israelites. I would make up a false-ass doctrine too. But you're going to find out that the Bible is dealing with a specific bloodline, and that's the nation of Israel, and there's no such thing as a spiritual Israelite. Another thing I want to bring out is this right here. A lot of people would try to use this to state their claim as such thing as an Israelite. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but I'm going to read it. I hope you can see it now. It says, this is Romans chapter 9, beginning with the 6th verse, stopping on the 8th verse. They are not all Israel which are of Israel, neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called. That is, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of God, but the children of the promise are counted for the seed. That's an inscription I just read. I'm going to show you this in blue letter Bible so you can see it clearly. And that's Romans 9 and 6. So, Romans 9 and 6, dealing with the behalf of spiritual Israel, man. The spiritual Israelite deception. Do not fall for it, because like I stated, there's no such thing as spiritual Israel. There's no such thing as this. Romans 9 and 6. And we're going to break this down so you can get the understanding, okay? First and foremost, you have to understand that Romans 9, chapter 9 was written by, the book of Romans was written by Paul the Apostle. Okay, the Apostle Shaul. He wrote Romans, the book of Romans, and he was writing to the Israelites in Rome. Okay, he was writing to the church in Rome, primarily for the Israelites that was slaves under the Roman Empire. Now, Romans 9 and 3, for I could wish that myself were accursed from Christ for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh. Paul stated, who are Israelites. So Paul says in Romans 9 and 3, his brethren and his kinsmen, according to the flesh. What does that mean? According to the flesh. According to the flesh means according to the bloodline. Because Paul was an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin. Let me show you that. This is Romans the 11th chapter. Verse 1. I say then, has God cast away his people? Because that's what they say. That's what the Christian church tells you today. We are spiritual Israelites. To be a spiritual Israelite is to accept the fact that God cast away the physical Israelites. Did he do that? No, he did not. According to the scriptures, Paul say, has God cast away his people? God forbid. Hell no. God forbid. For I am also an Israelite. So Paul lets you see that he's an Israelite from the seed of Abraham. He came from the loins of Abraham. He's the descendant of Abraham from the tribe of Benjamin. So Paul comes from the tribe of Benjamin. That would make Paul automatically, according to the 12 tribe chart, the West Indian Negroes, which are the Jamaicans. Paul's come from the tribe of Benjamin. Paul would be a modern day Jamaican today. So when you go back into the scriptures, Romans 11 and 1, Paul states that he's an Israelite of the seed of Abraham of the tribe of Benjamin. So Paul's letters is strictly for the Israelites, man. Romans 11:2. God has not cast away his people. So they can just go ahead and trash this garbage right here concerning spiritual Israel, because Paul stated that God has not cast away his people, which he what? Which he foreknew. Because like he knew about these people in the ancient world, he knows about the Israelites today. So God has not cast away his people. So they can go ahead and trash this spiritual Israelite garbage. It says, for which he foreknew. It says, wot ye not what the scripture said in Elias, how he maketh intercession to God against Israel, saying. But anyways, let's go back to the previous verse in Romans 9. Paul states in Romans 9:3, he says, for I could wish myself were cursed from Christ. Paul was saying, I wish I could have got on the cross. Instead of Yahushua getting on that cross, I wish I could have bared the pain and the burdens of Yahushua. He says, for his what? For his brethren, man. He says, for his kinsmen, according to the flesh, according to bloodline. Because you have, being an Israelite is according to the flesh, meaning according to bloodline. Your bloodline has to go back to Negroid or ending in descent to be listed among these 12 tribes. And if your bloodline don't go back to Negroid or ending in descent, you're not an Israelite, man. You are a heathen or a Gentile by default. So it's not of conversion that you become an Israelite. Being an Israelite is not of some damn program or some damn ceremony or some damn clique or some damn gang. That don't make you an Israelite. What makes you an Israelite, this is a bloodline thing. You have to be a descendant of Abraham, man. An Abraham seed to be an Israelite. Okay? And the reason why blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we know that we are descendants of Israel because of the Deuteronomy 28 chapter. We the only people on this sign right here that fit those curses. Leviticus 26 chapter, we the only people on the sign that fix those prophecies. And Deuteronomy 33, we the only people on the sign that fix those prophecies. Okay, so that's how we know. That's a hint to let you know that we are the descendants of the Israelites. We are the children of Israel. And if you're not an Israelite, another thing to show you that we are the children of Israel, slavery. Because slavery happened to the children of Israel several times throughout the Bible, just like it has happened in modern day times, and just like we're slaves under the so-called white man. So to connect you with Israel and connect you to the nation of Israel is automatically slavery, man. We are the descendants, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We are the descendants of slavery. We are the victims of slavery. So we are the Israelites, man. Okay? Not according by some damn membership or some damn group or gang or clique, but we are Israelites according to the flesh, according to the bloodline. So in order to be an Israelite, you have to be according to bloodline. That's why Paul said his brethren and his kinsmen. Your kinsman is according to the bloodline. He says in Romans 9:4, he says, who are Israelites to whom pertaining the adoption. The adoption is the death of Christ, of Yahushua, because he adopted us back in through his blood, man. Okay? He primarily the northern kingdom. It says in the glory. What is the glory? The kingdom of heaven. It says in the covenants. Who was the covenants made with? Because it says the covenants, man. Who did the Most High get the covenants to? The Israelites. Okay? We'll show you a quick precept, because he gave the covenants to Israel. But it means the covenants is primarily the law. Okay? Let me show you that, brothers and sisters. Let's go into Psalm 78 and 5. Okay? Psalm 78 and 5. It says, for he established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel. And that's the covenants. For he established a testimony in Jacob. Now Jacob is another term for Israel. And appointed a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that they should make them known to their children, man. Okay, that we should teach our children the commandments. You see? So it says, Psalm 78 and 6, that the generation to come might know them. That's why we should always teach our children the laws and the commandments, that the generation to come might know them, even the children which should be born, who should arise and declare them to their children. So Psalm 78 and 5 says he established a testimony in Jacob, man. He didn't establish no testimony in any other damn nation, man. Okay, such as from 2 to 18. He didn't establish no testimony from 2 to 18. He established the testimony in number 1. Jacob, man. All right. Another good one is Psalms 147. I'm just showing you, brothers and sisters. Psalms 147, 19, verses 19 and 20. It says, He showed His word unto Jacob, His statutes and His judgments to Israel. So as far as Psalm 147, verse 19, it clearly tells you that He showed His word to Jacob, man. His statutes and His judgment. What is the statutes? The commandments. And His judgments, the judgments that you receive for not keeping those commandments. He did what? He showed them. That means He showed them. He revealed them to who? To Israel. So it wasn't no other nation on earth that He showed His statutes and His judgments to. 2 to 18, you're counted out. You can kick rocks 2 to 18 because He didn't show His statutes and His judgments to 2 to 18. But they want to say it's a damn spiritual Israel today. I'm just showing you the damn mischievous ways, the cunning divine ways of the so-called white man with this spiritual Israelite doctrine. This bullshit. And I'm going to show you some more. Psalms 147:20. He has not dealt so with any nation. And as far as His judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord Yahweh. So He has not dealt so with any nation. What does that mean? He hasn't dealt with any nation besides Israel, man. The only nation that He's ever dealt with is the nation of Israel. From Genesis to Revelation, no other nation is considered. The Most High has not dealt with any nation, man, but only the nation of Israel. Now you see why these heathens from 2 to 18, yeah, they feel left out. Because he never dealt with the so-called white man, Indians, Arabs, Chinese, Japanese, and these dookie-lip Africans. He never dealt with those nations. So they're going to automatically try to come up with this false-ass doctrine, spiritual Israelite, and try to blend themselves among the fold. It don't work like that. It's according to bloodline, man. Okay? It's according to bloodline. It don't work like that, y'all. So let's go to Ezra 7 and 10. Okay? Ezra 7 and 10. It says, For Ezra had prepared his heart to seek the law of the Lord Yahweh, and to do it, and to teach in Israel statutes and judgments. See, Ezra even knew. Ezra was a Jew from the tribe of Judah, man. Ezra came from this tribe right here. Ezra came from Judah right there, man. That's where Ezra came from. He came from Judah. Ezra be a so-called African American today. And it tells you in the book of Ezra 7 and 10, Ezra prepared in his heart to seek the law. That means Ezra kept the law. He seeked the law. He chased the law. Okay? He meditated on the law of Yahweh. And he did it. And he did what? He taught Israel the statutes and the judgments. Why did Ezra teach any other nation? Why did Ezra go and teach 2 to 18 from here? Why he only taught Israel? Because Israel is the Most High's chosen people, man. That's what we're trying to make clear here. From 2 to 18, you don't have a damn thing to do with the Most High. So you got to come up with this false-ass spiritual Israelite deception. You got to come up with that. Okay? Because he never dealt with you, man. Isaiah 40 and 17. Show you that one. Isaiah 40 and 17. It says, all nations before him are as nothing. All nations before him are as nothing. So if you are a heathen, and if you're not of Negroic, Indian ancestry, you ain't a goddamn thing to the Most High. You're a piece of shit to the Most High. Okay? All the nations before him are as nothing, including the white man, including the Arabs, including the Chinese, including the Africans, including the East Indians, and all these other nations that's not part of Negroic, Indian descent. If you're not of Negroic, Indian descent bloodline, you ain't a damn thing to the Most High. You're a peon. You're nothing. And they are counted to him less than nothing in vanity. So this is the reason why they had to come out with this spiritual Israelite deception. To deceive the masses of the people, to get the people to believe that anyone that accepts Christ can be an Israelite. It don't work like that. Because it's not about conversion. It's not about a religious system. This thing is about bloodline. Okay? And we know that Christ, Yahushua, was an Israelite. We know that he came from out of the tribe of Judah, man. And we'll show you that after we get finished with this. Isaiah 40 and 18. To whom then will ye liken God? Or what likeness will ye compare to him? So Isaiah 40 and 17 tells you that all these other nations, they ain't a damn thing, man. And they counted less than him than nothing in vanity. Vanity means futile, in vain. All these other damn nations were created. Their creation is in vain, man. Okay? Look at Isaiah 40 and 15. Let's back up. Behold, the nations are as a drop of bucket. All these damn Gentile nations, they is like a drop in a 20 gallon bucket, man. You got a bucket of water that holds 20 gallons of water, and these other nations ain't nothing compared to this 20-gallon bucket of water. These other nations ain't nothing but damn drops. You understand? Out of a 20-gallon bucket of water, what is a damn drop of a bucket? It says, and they are counted small. They are counted as the small dust of the balance. Okay, like a speck of dirt. What the hell, a speck of dirt? How in the hell you gonna get weight out of a speck of dirt? You put a speck of dirt on a scale. What the hell that weigh? Nothing. Behold, he taketh up the islands as a very little thing. Those damn South Pacific islands, those South Pacific seas, okay, those Gentiles, those Polynesians down in those South Pacific, Pacific seas, those Polynesians, descendants of Elam. He taking y'all up as a very little thing, man. Y'all ain't even on the Most High mind like that, okay? So all nations as a drop of a bucket, y'all ain't nothing but a damn drop in a small dust. Y'all don't weigh nothing. Y'all don't have no weight to y'all, man. But the nation of Israel, we weigh tons because we is everything to the Most High. And that's the reason why they had to create this damn spiritual Israelite deception, because these other nations ain't shit to the Most High, man. Okay? They ain't nothing to the Most High. Okay? And we'll show you more, brothers and sisters. All right, brothers and sisters, we are going into the Apocryphal books to get you the precept pursuant to Isaiah 40 and 17, when it speaks of the nations are before him as nothing. We're going to give you another precept, and we're going into the Apocryphal books. These books was extracted from the Bible in the early 1800s by the Roman Catholic Protestants. They took these, they removed them from the King James 1611 edition and left you with 66 books. These are the Apocryphal books. Let's go into one of these books concerning the Apocryphal books. That's 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 56, as a precept to Isaiah 40 and 17. It said, as for the other people which also come of Adam, okay, because we all come of Adam. It says, but these other people that come from Adam, because the Most High divided the people, I'm going to show you that. As for as the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing. Who are these other people that come from Adam? From 2 to 18, the white man, the East Indians, the Arabs, Chinese, Japanese, Africans, and so forth. 2nd Ezra 6 and 56. These other people which come from Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like what? But be like into spittle, man. Okay? I want to show y'all this, brothers and sisters. All right? So you can see what's going on. I'm going to try to make it small because for the camera's sake, so y'all can see. As for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said they are nothing. That they are nothing. They are nothing. Who are nothing? From 2 to 18, they are nothing. What are they like? What did Ezra say they are like? He says, but be like unto spittle. These other nations ain't nothing but spit. Saliva, man. Nasty ass spit. That's what these nations are likened to from 2 to 18. They are nothing. So now you see why they had to come up with the spiritual Israel doctrine. Now you see why they did that? Because these other nations, they are nothing. They be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. Okay? Like a vessel was a basin that holds water. These other nations ain't nothing like a damn drop. Because you have a basin of water, and let's say, for instance, you have a basin of water, and you trying to get across the street with a basin of water. And basically a couple of drops comes from out the basin. You're not going to give a damn about those drops. That's how the nations are, drops, compared to gallons of water, man. So this was the precept, 2nd Ezra 6 and 56, according to Isaiah 40 and 17. These nations are nothing, and they nothing like nasty ass spit. So that's why they came up with the spiritual Israelite deception. because these other nations have tried to inject themselves into the Bible and try to make them. These other nations want to be a part of the 12 tribes, and they not, because the only way you can be a part of these 12 tribes is by bloodline. And if you're not a bloodline, then basically you're a damn Gentile, and tough luck for you, brothers and sisters. So, yeah, man, let's keep it moving. So I just want to show you that spiritual Israel is off limits. Spiritual Israel is off limits. How do we know that the Israelites are still around today? Because I said I was going to get into that, brothers and sisters. I did say I was going to get into that. But, yeah. Let's continue on. So I wanted to show you that, brothers and sisters, concerning these 12 tribes, spiritual Israel. Let's keep on moving on. All right. I said I'm not going to hold you long. As I was mentioning earlier, I mentioned that Yahushua was an Israelite because he came from out of the tribe of Judah. And we'll show you that, brothers and sisters. This is, let's see, can we blow this up? This is Hebrew 7:14. Okay, Hebrews 7:14. For it is evident. That means it's manifest. That means it's clear. That means it's very true. It's truthful. It's evident. Okay. It's evident that our Lord sprang. It's talking about on the behalf of Christ, Yahushua. Our Lord sprang out of Judah, of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood, because the priesthood came from the tribe of Levi. But it's talking about how Yahushua became high priest. Even though he became high priest, he was not from the tribe. Yahushua was not from the tribe of Levi here, because the high priest, the sons of Aaron, was from the tribe of Levi. But Yahushua being a high priest, basically what Paul was trying to let the people see, that it's evident that our Lord came from Judah. Even though he was considered a high priest, that don't mean he came from Levi, the tribe of Levi. But it's evident that our Lord came from Judah, which would be the so-called Afro-Americans or African-Americans today. Yahushua, Jesus Christ, came from Judah. And Judah is one of the 12 tribes, so Christ was an Israelite. All right? And as you can see, that it's evident that he came from Judah, from the tribe of Judah. So Yahushua, or some may say Jesus Christ, was not a Jew by conversion or an Israelite by conversion. This is a bloodline thing, man. Why? Because Judah was one of the 4 sons of Jacob. And this is the tribe Yahushua came out of. So being an Israelite is according to bloodline. Ain't got a goddamn thing to do with conversion or some membership club or some spiritual divine service or you joining some church. No, you can't become an Israelite like that. And that's why this is off limits, dealing with spiritual Israel. Another thing I wanted to show you, brothers and sisters, is Ecclesiastes 3:14. Ecclesiastes 3:14. It says, I know that whatsoever God does, it shall be forever. So whatever that the Most High does, it lasts forever. Okay? Unless you still want to support spiritual Israel, because that means that if the Most High is doing doesn't last forever, it says whatever so God does lasts forever. That means that the Most High created nationality of people. So that means these people are still around, because whatsoever God does, it shall be forever. But to say that you're a spiritual Israelite is to say that whatsoever God does is not forever, because what you're saying is that the physical Israelites are not here. That's what you're saying. But we know that whatsoever God does, it shall be forever. Nothing can be put to it, nor anything taken from it. And God does it, that man shall fear before him. So whatsoever the Most High does shall be forever. And I showed you, brothers and sisters, when we first opened up, I showed you in Ecclesiastes 4:16 that basically it says there's no end of all the people. So what the hell is a spiritual Israelite? There's no end of all the people. What the hell is a spiritual Israelite then, when there's no end to all the people? You know why most people say they support the spiritual Israelite doctrine is because of this verse right here. Um, um, let's go to this. This is Romans 2:28. Unlearned Christians will try to pull this verse on you. Romans 2:28. For he is not a Jew, which is one outwardly, neither is that circumcision which is outward in the flesh. Okay, and Paul stated in Romans 2:29, here it is, but he is a Jew, which is one inwardly, and circumcision is that of the heart and the spirit, and not in the letter, whose praise is not of man, but of the Most High God. So Paul stated that for he that is not a Jew, basically outwardly, is a Jew which is inwardly. See that? For he that is not a Jew outwardly is a Jew inwardly. It's not talking about 2:18. If you white folks thinking that's you, it's not talking about you damn devil and Satanists. And any other you dookie little Africans, you stank Arabs, okay, you goose, you Chinese and Japanese, you rat eating goose, and any other you Gentile nasty ass nations. It's not talking about you, man. Okay, so what is this talking about? Because I'm tired of nations trying to grab a coat, trying to grab on the coattail of the Israelites, man. It's not talking about all nations, all right? When it says he that is a Jew outwardly is a Jew inwardly. What it's talking about is that because all the 12 tribes are not Jews, man. Okay, just like all fish are not salmon. Okay, all fish are not salmon. Okay, but you can truly say that all salmon are fish. All salmon are fish, but not all fish are salmon. Okay, you understand? Let me say that again. All salmon are fish, but not all fish are salmon. Okay, so you can say that all Jews are Israelites, but not all Israelites are Jews. Why? Because the Jews, brothers and sisters, the Jews is Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Those are Jews. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. The so-called Afro-Americans, West Indian Negroes, which are Jamaicans, and the Haitians. Those are Jews. The rest of the tribes are not Jews. The rest of the tribes, the rest of the 9 tribes are not Jews, man. The rest of the 9 tribes are known as the house of Israel, or the kingdom of Ephraim. Even though they Israelites, even though all these tribes are Israelites on this list, all these tribes are not Jews. The only Jews is the only tribe that are Jews is the Negroid tribes, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Those are the only one that's classified as Jews. From Simeon on down are not Jews. So that's why when you go back in the scripture, it says that Romans 2:28, for he that is not a Jew outwardly is a Jew inwardly, speaking on the behalf of the northern kingdom of Israel. Okay? That's what it's talking about, because all the Israelites are not Jews. So let's say the rest of the 9 tribes, from Simeon down to Issachar, those are not Jews. So those that are not Jews outwardly are Jews inwardly. Okay? That's what it's talking about, because all the 12 tribes of Israel are not Jews. Just Judah, Benjamin, and Levi are Jews. So the rest of the tribes that are not Jews outwardly are Jews inwardly. That's what it's talking about. It's not talking about you stinking ass heathen nations from 2:18. So stop trying to grab along and get on the train and try to mingle yourself in with Israel. And now y'all want to say y'all spiritual Israel. It's not talking about y'all, man. All right? Okay, brothers and sisters, we just trying to show you, man. There's no such thing as no damn spiritual Israel. Okay? Let's see. Another thing I wanted to bring out, brothers and sisters, is the prophecies concerning Israel that let you see that the Israelites are not done away with, that they are still here. I want to give you, let's see, Jeremiah 12:16. Okay. Jeremiah 12:16. Before we get in Jeremiah 12:16, I want to show you that all Israelites are Jews, but not all Jews. No, how did I say that in the beginning? I said that all salmon are fish, but not all fish are salmon. Okay, and I said all Jews are Israelites, but not all Israelites are Jews. I believe that's how I said it, and I'm gonna show you what I mean. This is Ezekiel 37. Ezekiel 37. I'm going to just show you that all Israelites are not Jews. Ezekiel 37. The behalf of the prophecy of Israel becoming one nation again. Okay. This is Ezekiel 37:15. And the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Ezekiel 37:16. Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah, those are the Jews, and for the children of Israel and his companions. So you got Judah and the children of Israel, his companions. Judah right here, and the children of Israel are his companions, because Judah have companions. Now, who is Judah's companions? Here goes Judah. Now, who is his companions? Benjamin and Levi. Right here. Judah is the head tribe. And who is Judah's companions? Benjamin and Levi, which all makes up the southern kingdom. And then it says, take another stick and write upon it for what? Joseph, the stick of Ephraim. Now, who is Ephraim? The house of Israel. Now, who is Ephraim? Ephraim would be known as the house of Israel from Simeon to Issachar. Okay? Ephraim being the head tribe or the northern kingdom. Ephraim is the head tribe of the northern kingdom. Just like Judah is the head tribe of all the nation, all the tribes of Israel. Judah is the head tribe of all the tribes of Israel. But if you split it up, Judah would be the head tribe of the southern kingdom, and Ephraim would be the head tribe of the northern kingdom. So you can see all Israelites are not Jews. You got Judah right here, and it's Judah. His companions is Benjamin and Levi. And you got Ephraim, which is the northern kingdom, the house of Israel. And his companions are who? Let's see who his companions are. See, he goes Ephraim and his companions. Ephraim companions are Simeon, Zebulun, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, and Issachar. Those are the companions of the house of Israel, or Ephraim. So you can see that all Israelites are not Jews, man. That's why it says for Judah, and then it says for Ephraim. Another one right here is dealing with Hebrews 8. Hebrews 8:8. I'm just trying to let you see that all Israelites are not Jews. That's why Paul was saying that. Those that are not Jews outwardly are Jews inwardly. Here go Hebrews 8:8. It says, finding fault with them, behold, the days come, said the Lord Yahweh, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel, that's the northern kingdom, and with the house of Judah. Okay, so not all Israelites are Jews. Israel was split into two kingdoms, the northern and southern kingdom. The house of Israel, those are not Jews. The house of Israel is from Simeon to Issachar. And the house of Judah is from Judah to Levi. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. So not all Jews, basically, not all Israelites are Jews. Okay? I just wanted to show you that, man. Alright, so let's go into the prophecies, because we're going to show you there's no such thing as this bull right here, this garbage. So let's go into prophecy and show you that Israelites are still around, and we'll close the lesson out. We're going to go into Jeremiah 12:16 to show you that Israelites are still around. Okay, this is a future prophecy. It hasn't came to pass yet. The church always makes statements that the Old Testament is done away with. The Old Testament is just another word for the Old Covenant. Now, the Old Covenant is done away with, which was animal sacrifice. That's done away with. But prophecies, these prophecies in the Old Testament is not done away with, because most of these prophecies have come to pass. But however, there are still some prophecies in the Tanakh, in the Torah, which have not came to pass, man. Like Jeremiah 12:16. And it shall come to pass, see? It shall come to pass, if they would diligently learn the ways of my people to swear by my name, that the Lord Yahweh liveth, as they taught my people to swear by Baal, then shall they be built in the midst of my people. Now, it's talking about, we're going to read down to, I believe, 12. It says, but if they would not obey, I will utterly pluck up and destroy that nation, said the Lord. I don't know if this is the right one, brothers and sisters. No, that's not. Jeremiah 12 and 16 and 17, those are not the right verses that I want. Just disregard those verses for right now. I'm trying to look for something else. Let's see. I believe it's Jeremiah 32 and 37. So, look, brothers and sisters, I'm sorry for that time wasted. I believe it's Jeremiah 32 and 37. So, lock your brothers and sisters. Here it is, Jeremiah 32 and 37. Behold, I will gather them out of all countries. Rather, I have driven them in my anger. The Most High is going to gather these blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans from all countries. Wherever you at, North, Central, South America, Caribbean Islands, Eastern Hemisphere, Western Hemisphere, wherever you at, you're going to be gathered out of all countries. Whether he drove you in his anger because he delivered us to the oppressors for not keeping his laws. He gave us up for slavery. In his fury, in his great wrath, and he said that he's going to gather you and he will bring them into this place, and I will cause them to dwell safely. He's going to give us our land back, brothers and sisters, so to speak. Okay, so this is a future prophecy that has not happened yet. He says he's going to gather them from out of all countries. So that lets you see that the Israelites are still around. It ain't no such damn thing as no spiritual Israelite. For him to gather us out of all countries lets you know there's not no such damn thing as a spiritual Israelite. It's something else I want to bring out. Let's see, it's Ezekiel 37:21, I believe. That's Ezekiel 37:21. Ezekiel 37:21. It says, and say unto them, thus said the Lord Yahweh power, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, man. So it ain't no such thing as no goddamn spiritual Israel if he got to take us from among the heathen. You see how much garbage this is, man? You see how it's important to know the scriptures, to be in this truth? Because if we was all spiritual Israel, there would be no damn heathens. Okay, who are the heathens? Heathens are non-Israelite people. These are heathens from 2 to 18. Those are heathens. What he said in Ezekiel, he said that he's going to gather the children of Israel from among the heathen. So there's no such thing as spiritual Israelite. He's going to gather us from among the heathen. He's going to take you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans from among these damn wicked-ass white people, these Chinese, Japanese, East Indian, Arabs, and stinking-ass Africans. He's going to gather his children from among these heathens, whether they be gone, whether if you're in North America, South America, Central America, Caribbean, wherever you at, you're going to get gathered, the elect. If you're keeping his law, statutes, and commandments, you're going to be gathered. And he will gather them on every side and bring them into their own land. Okay? So if everybody was spiritual Israel, everybody would go into the damn land. And if everybody can be spiritual Israel, we won't have no slaves in the kingdom, man. All right? I'm just showing you prophecies, brothers and sisters. All right? It's ridiculous, man. This is Jeremiah 31 and 35. Jeremiah 31 and 35. Jeremiah 31 and 35. Future prophecy. Okay? This is Jeremiah 31 and 35. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, which give the sun for light by day, and the ordinances of the moon and of the stars for light by night, which divided the sea when the waves thereof roar. The Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name. Jeremiah 31 and 36. If those ordinances depart before me, if those ordinances depart from before me, said the Lord Yahweh, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever. So Yahweh said, as long as the sun shine by light, that sun that gives light by day, and the moon and the stars that give light by night, he said that if the sun and the moon ever goes out, he said, then the seed of Israel shall also cease from being a nation before me forever. So if you can look, whether it's day, AM or PM, you look in the sky and tell me if you see the sun or the moon. If you can still see the sun and the moon today, brothers and sisters, know that the 12 tribes of Israel are still around. You blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are still around. So if it was a goddamn spiritual Israelite thing going on, then, brothers and sisters, that would mean that the physical Israel is cast off. The physical Israel is done away with. But we know the physical Israel is not done away with. Why? Because he said, long as you see the sun for light by day, and long as you see the moon and the stars for light by night. He said, if those ordinances depart from me, if the sun and the moon ever go out, if they ever seem to fade out, then just know the seed of Israel shall cease from being a nation before me forever. And the sun and the moon has never gone out since the time of birth that I've been delivered into this world. And that's why we know the Israelites are still around. So the hell with this spiritual Israelite deception is goddamn garbage. All right? He also said in Jeremiah 31 and 37, thus said the Lord Yahweh, if heaven can be measured, if you can measure out the heavens, man, if you can measure how far the sky scratch, it says in the foundation, if you can measure the foundations of the earth, if you can search the foundations and get a calculation how far this earth spreads out, if you can search all this from beneath, he said, I will also cast off the seed of Israel for all that they have done, said the Lord. I don't think no one can measure out the heavens, and I don't think no one can measure out the foundation of the earth that's beneath, man. So if you can't do that, then just know that the seed of Israel is not cast away, because he said, if you can do that, I will cast off all the seed of Israel for all they have done, said the Lord. Ain't no human being can measure out the heavens or the foundation of the earth. So we know that the physical Israelites are still around, brothers and sisters. And guess what? The hell with this spiritual Israelite doctrine right here, man. Okay? All right? Moving on, brothers and sisters. Let's see. I wanted to bring out something about. I also wanted to bring out in Genesis 13:16. Genesis 13:16, I believe. It says, Genesis 13:16, Genesis 13:14. Let's begin there. And the Lord Yahweh said unto Abram, which was Abraham, later on afterwards, after that Lot was separated from him, lift up now thy eyes and look from the place where thou art, northward and southward and eastward and westward. Genesis 13:15. For all the land which thou seest to thee, I will give it to it. I will give it into thy seed forever. 13:16. And I will make your seed as the dust of the earth. The Most High tells Abraham, because this is on the behalf of the children of Israel that came out of Abraham's loins. He tells Abraham that he will make his seed as the dust of the earth. Can you count the specks of dust upon the earth, man? I don't think so. The Israelites, that's how many Israelites are around. That's how many Israelites cultivate the earth out of these 12 tribes, out of these black, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We is what? We is like the dust of the earth, man. Can you search out the earth beneath, the foundation of it? Can you count the specks? So what in the hell think you is a spiritual? What makes you think it's a spiritual Israel? Because a lot of you stupid ass people think that the physical Israelites are done away with, man. But we as the dust of the earth. So that if a man can number the dust of the earth, if you can count the specks of the dust of the earth, then shall thy seed also be numbered. You understand that? But no man can do that. That lets you know the Israelites are still around. Okay. What else, brothers and sisters? Okay. Let's look at Genesis 15:5. Skip over a couple of chapters. Let's look at 15:5. Genesis 15:5. And he brought him forth abroad and said, look now. Because this is talking about Abram, man. All right. Yep. He brought him forth abroad and said, look now towards heaven and tell the stars, if thou be able, if you able to number them. And he said unto him, so shall thy seed be. So we like as the stars in the sky as well, man. We like the luminaries. You can't count all the stars in the twilight. So what the hell make you think it's a spiritual Israelite? Okay? We like the sand, the dust of the earth, and the stars of the twilight, man. Okay? Then it says, also, skip over some more chapters. Genesis 22 and 17. Okay. This is what he told Abraham, that in blessing I will bless thee, and in multiplying I will multiply thy seed as the stars of heaven, and as the sand which is upon the seashore, and thy seed shall possess the gate of his enemies. All right. It's talking about the Israelites, how numerous we will be, because he said that he was going to do what in Genesis 22:17? He was going to multiply seed as the stars of heaven, man. And that's the sand which is upon the sea. The stars of heaven cannot be counted. The sands upon the sea cannot be counted. So the Israelites are still here. There's no such thing as this. It's garbage, man. Okay? Yeah, brothers and sisters, it's garbage, man. It's garbage. Oh, man. So yeah, the Israelites are still around. I'm trying to see if I had any more verses I can give you guys. But I think that's primarily it. One more. Hosea 10 and 10. Hosea 10 and 10. 10 and 1. 10 and 1, I believe. Hosea 1 and 10. I think it's Hosea 1 and 10. I believe so. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea. And guess what? Which cannot be measured or numbered. The children of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you don't die, you multiply. You cannot be measured. You cannot be numbered. Okay? You as of the sands of the sea. So if you cannot be measured or you cannot be numbered, why in the hell would these white people, so-called white man, damn devil, why in the hell he'll put stipulation on the physical Israelites and tell these damn people today that the physical Israelites, they failed? Let's say they would say the Israelites fell after 70 AD. After Rome invaded Israel, they fell, and the Israelites were never heard from again. And so now in spiritual Israel. Well, if that's the case, the Bible would be a lie, man. Hosea 1 and 10 says that the Israelites is as the sand of the sea, and they cannot be measured or numbered. So how in the hell is this a spiritual Israelite? You acting like physical Israel has become extinct. Like they fell off the globe or something, man. But Paul said God has not cast away his people, because Paul knows that the Israelites cannot be measured or numbered. And it shall come to pass in that place where it was said to them, you are not my people. Because we are not called the Most High over here in America. They call us every damn thing but who we are according to the 12 tribes, man. They call us blacks, Hispanics, and Latinos, and so forth. They don't call us by our tribal names according to the 12 tribes. They don't call the so-called African Americans Judites, and the West Indians Benjamites, and Haitians Levites. They don't call you so-called Mexicans Ishkarites and so forth. Over here, man, we are known not to be the people of the Most High. That's why I said in that place, what place? America, or wherever that other Israelites at. Or whether you in North, Central, South America, Caribbean Islands, the UK, Europe, wherever you at, in that place where you are not called by your tribal name, there it shall be said unto them, you are the sons of the living God. Because after the Most High put this truth on you, you're going to know that you're the sons of the living God. You're going to know that you Yasha Allah. You're going to know that you are the prince of the powers, man. As the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Okay? So it ain't no such damn thing as spiritual Israelites. They'll say it's a such thing as spiritual Israel because this is what's going to happen to these damn heathens. This is their fate. This is going to happen to you damn heathens from 2 to 18. Let me show you this. Isaiah 14. This is what's going to happen to you damn heathens. That's why you want to be so nippy and so reluctant on trying to fit yourself in among the 12 tribes and create this spiritual Israelite bullshit, because this is your fate here. Isaiah 14:1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and yet will choose Israel. So he's going to choose Israel, man. Okay, and set them in their own land. This is a future prophecy. He's going to give us our land, Jerusalem. And the strangers, you damn heathens, the strangers from 2 to 18, whites, white man, Chinese, Japanese, East Indians, Africans, Arabs, all you damn strangers shall be joined with them. So you going to the kingdom of heaven. You heathens are going to the kingdom, but we're going to see what you're going to be doing in the kingdom. And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Yeah, you're going to cleave to us. It ain't going to be no damn like this right here, spiritual Israel. Because that's what you've been trying to do, trying to cleave yourself among the 12 tribes with this spiritual Israelite garbage, this stupid ass bullshit. But we're going to see what's going on. We're going to see the real cleaving, because you strangers, you heathens, you're going to cleave to the house of Jacob. You're going to go to the kingdom. So let's see what you're going to be doing. Isaiah 14:2. And the people shall take them. So the Israelites, we're going to take up you damn heathens. We're going to take you. Okay, and bring them to their place. We're going to bring y'all to our place, okay, our palace. We're going to bring you to our kingdom. And the house of Israel shall possess them. We're going to own y'all asses. We're going to take you as slaves in the kingdom. We're going to possess them in the land of the Lord Yahweh for what? You heathens, for servants and handmaids. You're going to be damn servants, servitude. You're going to serve slavery and oppression. That's what we're going to do to you damn heathens. We're going to have your asses as slaveries. We're going to have y'all ass in slavery. And we're going to take your woman. We're going to have your woman as concubines in the kingdom. Okay, y'all damn heathens going to be picking our potatoes, picking cotton. You're going to be pouring my glass of wine. We're going to have y'all, man. Trust me. Okay, servants and handmaids, and they shall take them, the house of Israel, we shall take them captives, who captives we were, because we captives to you damn heathens. And then they shall rule over their oppressors. And that's why other nations, such as heathens, they don't want to hear that. So from 2 to 18, they don't want to hear Isaiah chapter 14, verses 1 and 2 and 3. They don't want to hear that. So what they do, create this spiritual Israelite bullshit. So I hope I cleared that up. There's no such thing as a spiritual Israelite, man. Once again, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you are the Israelites according to heritages and bloodlines. And anybody that is outside of native or Negro ancestry, you're a goddamn heathen. Okay? So I hope this was edifying to you, brothers and sisters, on the behalf of Solid Foundation Israelite Academy. I am your host, your boy, Judah Israel. Once again, Shalom.